And why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
On first down, Wentz. That's complete to Sanders. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
4 down, check, 4 down. Mike 28. Hey, D-line.
Let's 5-7.
Hey, number 28, Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Wentz on third down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here. On third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 36. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, it's Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing his wins. He's going to sling this deep downfield into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. They find some open field here. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, 626.
On first down, Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
319.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Go.
Here's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0.
Packers 14, Eagles nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Terry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 35-yard line.
There we go, Pac-Man. 280!
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Get 300! Get 300! Teammate!
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check that.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Javon Hargrave, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Wentz now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Delta. Hey, we didn't get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the whip.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit up.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet.
Check 13. Check 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Check three.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the twist. 36. Showing up. Hey, alert 3.
Back one.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Mike, 57. Not today, Not today.
Now a play fake. Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lift their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. A gain of 3, second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
All ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
I'm going back to you. Start Mike 42, Mike 42. Ready? Check the backer, check the backer.
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Mike 2, Mike 2, watch 2. You ain't going nowhere.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dean Lowry. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Tight end right, tight end right. Go down, go down. Back.
Man 5-7. Hey, Foxtrot.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Mike 28, get your swerve on. Mike 28, Mike
46 down, man, 5-4.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, That's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
319.
There you go. Two times. 4 down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shit. Watch twins.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. First target, first catch at a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Packers.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
319.
Brings up second and 12 at the 40-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll go down at the 28. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
A 45-yard attempt.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Get 300! Get 300!
Rodgers looking to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Terry. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz now a woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Senator, 258! Hey, black!
Check. Fresno!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Rodgers throwing here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's